Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. It is time for Game Week 19 transfers. So what I thought I'd do in this video is go through some of my transfers and my thoughts going into Game Week 19. And this may help you guys out, might give you some kind of idea on your transfers for your team. Now, as for transfers, I read a lot of my comments talking about that I don't really go for massive differential players, or I don't really mention them. I only go and talk about players that I highly owned or most popular picks for that game week. Now, the reason that I do that is because I don't want to completely destroy your team. I don't want to destroy the balance of your teams, and I don't want to mention a player that is only going to be good for one game week. You guys know me by now, I always look at the next coming game weeks or how that player is going to impact your team. Not only for your starting 11, but for your subs as well. As you all know, this Christmas fixtures, there's going to be a lot of games and we need every single player. There might be some suspensions and we don't want to go out there and take too many hits because of the amount of rotation is going to happen in these fixtures. So that's what I'm talking about. Let's just say, like, I remove Song, get someone else's in cheap. It might help me for the next coming game week, but you know, with the money that I saved up, I might go and upgrade my third striker. I might need to bench my fifth midfielder, and that fifth midfielder is probably going to help me out in these crazy amount of fixtures that is coming up. So even though I'm going to be mentioning differentials, I'm going to be looking at the next coming game weeks for them and seeing how they're going to be impacting our teams. So, hope you guys will like it. Smash the hell out of that like button and subscribe if you're new. And Merry Christmas to everyone. So here we go. This video is sponsored by OneFootball, an app that is free to download on iOS and Android devices. This app will definitely help you out with FPL and the Champions League fantasy football. You'll be able to follow your favorite teams, find out the latest news, live scores, highlights, transfers, stats, and many, many more. If you're interested, there will be a link in the description below. Thank you. So here we go. These are my transfer options. Now hear me out. Of course, I can't go through every single player. You know, there's Kevin De Bruyne and Kane that is missing from this list. In this list, I got differentials. I got most popular picks. I got highly owned players. I got cheap players. I got players that not many managers out there are thinking about. And some of these players might help you out in Game Week 19, or some of them might help you out in the next coming game weeks. So I went for all these kind of different possibilities to help you out, okay? So yeah, let's go through each of these players and see why I picked them. Tammy Abraham, 7.9, 36% owned, so highly owned player, but a fantastic captain option against Southampton at home. A lot of people are having difficulties of picking a captain option. He could be a massive differential for Game Week 19. Josh King, 6.1, a player that I owned long time ago, only 4% owned. Callum Wilson is back as well. He's still on penalties, only 3 goals, 3 assists, but these fixtures are looking fantastic. So if he actually does well against Arsenal, people are going to be thinking about this player because of these amazing fixtures. Obviously, it's a bit of a risk there. Obviously, we want to kind of see him kind of perform, or we want to see Bournemouth perform. Bournemouth's got a lot of injuries, so it might be difficult for them to kind of get the ball to the attacks, to kind of get the goals, but you never know. And plus, Arsenal's got a few problems at the back. I think they've got a few injuries, so watch out for that. Next up, we've got a Brighton striker, Mopai, 5.8 and only 1.8% owned. This guy's got 7 goals. Yes, a difficult fixture against Tottenham, but Brighton actually done really well against Tottenham in the last game that they faced each other. And then after that, Bournemouth at home, Chelsea at home, Everton away, Aston Villa. It becomes better and better for Brighton to get some kind of returns. And you know what? He is actually on my radar. 5.8. It might not be good for Game Week 19, and I think I overheard that there might be some rotation for Brighton. but I think he could be fantastic for game week 20 and onwards. Dele Alli is going to be a player that is going to be highly owned soon because a lot of people are removing Song to Dele Alli. So I have to mention him because the next fixtures are fantastic for Tottenham. If they, we're seeing that they can perform. They do have some days that they can score, 3 to 4 goals. And this fixture could be it. Pogba. Not many managers are thinking about him, but I am. 8.4 and only 3.4% owned. Now hear me out. He hasn't played. Wow, he hasn't played forever. But came back, only played 26 minutes. And in that 26 minutes, he actually performed really, really well. He created a lot of chances for his team. But that's probably because Watford were defending their lives. But against Newcastle, I think there's a possibility. I know a lot of people got burnt by Manchester United players. They're not really consistent enough. But if he returns in this game and if he plays 90 minutes, a lot of people gonna be thinking about bringing him in immediately. And getting ahead of that curve might be the way to go forwards. Fleck, you'd be asking yourself, what? Why? Yes. 4.9, 1.8% owned. Now hear me out. Fantastic fixture here against Watford. Yes, only good for one game week. However, because he is 4.9, I think in this fixture, I can see him getting some returns here. And what you can do afterwards is, so this was what I was thinking. If I bring Fleck for Song, I can play him for this game week, then bench him. Then I have a decent bench that is actually still cheap and a player that actually plays. And I could upgrade my third striker to maybe Rashford in the future, or maybe someone else that I really want. Maybe Firmino if I want to go for that double up on Liverpool attack. He's got 4 goals, 1 assist, and it takes a few set pieces as well. This is a massive differential. If you want to go for a differential, there's a player. And plus, because he's cheap, you can bench him later on. So there is an option there. So it's actually going to be useful for you for the next coming game weeks anyway, because you're going to have a decent bench. You're going to have the cheapest bench that actually plays still. Jack Grealish scored a fantastic goal, but not many players are going to score like goals like that every single time. 5 goals, 4 assists. A really good fixture here, but John McGinn's got an injury that is going to be out for a couple of months, and he might play a little bit more deeper. So there might be a problem with that. But a lot of people are going with this. Is the most popular picks. As I said before, that I'm going for differentials, most popular picks. I'm going for every single transfer options out there. But only 13.3% owned, so that's still low. So if he does bring some points, he will rank you up. Got Richarlison here. They got the new manager. There could be a new manager bounce. But Everton's got a lot of injuries, so you got to be careful with that. But you never know. This fixture here is fantastic for Everton to get some kind of returns against Burnley at home. Plus it's Newcastle. The only difficult fixture here is actually Manchester City. Then it becomes good again. So maybe getting some Everton players could be the way to go in the next coming game weeks. We got Matt Target here just because he's 4.4. Only 1.6% owned. I'm not saying he's going to keep a clean sheet, but because he is that cheap, he's going to give you so much money to kind of play with and kind of upgrade someone else. So that's why he's on this list. Lundstrom is always going to be on this list. Van Out. A lot of people's got Kelly, but Van Out could be the one to go for. He is a fantastic goal scorer as a defender, and only 2 goals under his name. Played the 90 minutes in the last game. And this fixture here looks really good. Actually, the next coming game weeks, You got Southampton after West Ham, then Norwich away. And there could be some goals here, and he could be the one to kind of get off 5.5. And only 6% owned. And the other player that I wanted to mention is Lucas Dean. 5.7, only 11.7% owned. So it's actually quite high from the other defenders. 3 assists, a clean sheet. As you can see, he ranked up that bonus points of 3. You know, new manager, new bounce. Things could happen. Plus, the fixtures are really good for Everton. Hopefully, they can get their players back from injury. Then they could be a solid team. Plus, in this January transfer, they could strengthen up those midfielders and get maybe a proper striker out there. Things could change for Everton. So, yeah, having like, I don't know. I think investing in Everton players could be the ideal thing to do in the next coming game weeks, but we'll still need to wait and see. Maybe having one to kind of take a risk could be the way to go. And Otamendi, yes, I know what you're thinking. What? He has the potential to keep a clean sheet. I know Manchester City doesn't really keep clean sheets, but these fixtures are looking good. Okay, Wolves is difficult, but I know Sheffield United is a good team, but there's still a high chance for Manchester City to keep a clean sheet here and score a lot of goals. Sheffield United, Everton, and then is Aston Villa away, Crystal Palace at home. Very good fixtures. I think if Aguero is back, this could be a problem because actually it could be a good problem because there'll be another option to kind of think about. Maybe Sterling is to kind of go for, maybe doubling up on that Manchester City players could be the way to go. Anyways, that is about it. I looked at some of the differentials that you guys wanted. I looked at some of the most popular picks. I looked at the highly owned players that we might need to think about. And obviously Kevin De Bruyne and Kane is on this list as well. Rashford could be a highly captain choice for this game week with Dele Alli and Tammy Abraham. Vardy is up there as well. Obviously, I need to mention those players. But yeah, I can't go through every single player. But there we go. I hope that this has helped you. If you pick these players and they don't do well, it's not my fault. It's football's fault, okay? Anything can happen in football. Don't take too many hits. And have a look at your team and see if you can have some kind of balance. For me, I might go for Paul Pogba, Fleck, or Grealish, or even Richarlison. These are my 3 options. I need to get a midfielder. Then, in game week 20, I might go for Mupai here. Or if I get Mupe, or how you pronounce his name, I need to go and check up on that. And make sure that I get it right for the next video. Or if I go for like a cheap option like Grealish or Fleck or even Richarlison, I can probably upgrade my third striker to Raul Jimenez or even Rashford. So those are my thoughts and those are my transfer options. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I'll let you guys know on my Twitter account on my final team. You guys have been fantastic. You guys have been fantastic support. It's been a fantastic year. There's going to be a lot of games. I'm going to do my best to post all the time and try to post like up-to-date videos as best as I can. Thank you so much for the support. Boxing Day, there's going to be a lot of games and I could be live streaming in the 3 o'clock games. So watch out for news on that on my Twitter account. And that is about it. Smash that like button. Let's see if we can get 300 likes. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it for Christmas and a green arrow. Come on. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.